What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, I want to have a real conversation today, especially with a lot of brothers who we're involved in this dating world. You're involved in the long-term relationship world. You're involved in the world of marriage. I've never been married, close to being married before. But I think that the marriage in the dating game for a lot of men, black men in particular, it reminds me of boxing or football. There's no way you can compete and not get hit. Boxing, win or lose, you're going to get hit that fight every round. You're running back in football, you're going to get tackled every time. You're an offensive lineman, it's going to be like a train wreck with the D lineman, whatever. It's a contact sport. You can never be in the game and not get hit. Okay? Now, this is true with a legendary former offensive lineman, Chris Samuels. His wife filed for divorce, and she gave a lame-ass excuse as to why she didn't want to be with him anymore. You know, it's about the kids and all of this. She don't want her kids seeing this. I mean, it was just a bunch of lies, in my honest opinion, okay? And Chris Samuels, he's held up to that, accepted her decision. But now the rumor is that Monique is now dealing with her personal trainer, which there's some allegations that, you know, she was cheating on the husband with this person. This is the same thing with Tom Brady's wife. You know, she was allegedly dealing with some trainer. All right. And, you know, again, I believe this even came out on the 5th season of The Real Housewives. Okay. So anyways, I don't know if this is necessarily true. Okay. Giselle Bryant, who's a former wife of Jamal Harrison Bryant, was saying, listen, you know, the word on the street is they're a little bit too close to comfort. The dude were out together a lot. Samuels wasn't happy about that. And, but now it seems like they are somewhere out again. Allegedly, this is, Monique is following this guy, Mr. B. Forrest, who is a trainer. And again, I don't know if this is necessarily true. This is just rumors, right? But I want to bring this out into a bigger picture for a lot of men. And I want to just talk about this. It doesn't matter if you're a person that you like black women, you like white women, you like Asian women. I can tell you this. This is usually true. Familiarity breeds contempt. Okay? You should know that. Nobody can get away from that. It breeds a lot of contempt. Now, I'm talking about this. I'm dealing with this because when you're a successful guy, and we tell people all the time, listen, you know, you need to be a successful guy. You know, you need to be able to be a top earner. You need to be a clean cut guy that deals in integrity and values. And we tell black men this a lot. And unfortunately, for a lot of men, they can fit these things, okay? And of course, that gets you into a relationship, but it don't keep you. It's something I figured out myself as I've gotten older. I think a lot of us in the red pill were just, you know, when we first started, I was hearing people saying that. I've never been the kind of person, so, you know, money is everything, and this is what's going to get you through. And that's just not true. As a man that has money is one thing, but obviously you need to be considerate of a partner's needs. You need to spend time with that person. You need to be a nice person to them. You need to invest effort into them. You just can't throw money at anybody. And this is true. If you're going to be in the game, throwing money, throwing whatever at them, and I'm this high value person, you should be glad you're dealing with me, it doesn't work for the long term, okay? But here's the reality. Almost for certain, and this is something I've always realized, the next person that the person is going to is not going to be as talented as you. This is almost 100% certain if you are a talented man. That's like, you've been with your wife or girlfriend for 5 years, especially if you happen to be lucky enough to get into like one of those sexist things, and you and your wife are not having sex or anything like that, and you find out that the next guy that she's dealing with is nothing like you at all. Nothing. This guy is broke. And again, he's getting freaky sex from her. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because number one, he's new. Number two, they don't really have much strings attached. And they don't have a history. A lot of us as guys, we take that very personal. And that's something that a lot of guys have a problem with. I was the one that married the lady. I was the one that dealt with the lady. Now I'm divorced her. She's dealing with somebody else that don't even have as half as me. And I'm just going to tell you, man, if you're a successful guy, the next guy coming after you is not going to be like you. And maybe she don't need him to be like you. And you should not take that personal. I used to always take it personal. I don't now. I just don't. The next guy is not going to be you. And what that pretty much indicates is that usually you overpaid or overcompensated for being with her in a relationship. Here's what you need to know. It's not your problem. And that's something that a lot of guys have an issue with, especially you got kids, it's resentment. And that's one thing, I mean, we can talk the red pill all day. A lot of guys got resentment towards their mates for whatever reason. And one of the things that us as men, as like black men, going on with the rest of our lives is, man, I've been in a level where I feel like I was being very resentful towards a person, or maybe very, I won't say resentful towards women, but let me just say very standoffish in certain elements. Like, just being very distrustful what they're saying and all of this. And I had to catch myself like, why am I judging this person based on what somebody else did, which is really stupid and immature. But the reality is that you got to understand, if you're a successful guy, it's going to hurt that you did all these great things, in your opinion, that somebody else ain't got to deal with. And it could be the case with Mrs. Monique Samuels, who's dealing with a guy who can't give her nothing. And she's leaving you, who tried to give everything. Hey man, the way that we want to love women a lot of times is not received in the way we would appreciate it. Just like the way that, women love, we need it in a certain way. And again, that is something that you got to deal with. As long as you're going to date women, man, you're going to deal with the fact that if you're a really outstanding man and you really check out the boxes, and if it doesn't work out, the next guy don't have to do very much. It is what it is. And that's a painful thing to know, that some chick is around your kids, or some dudes around your kids are pounding your ex-wife out or your ex-girlfriend out and can't give her nothing. And you're like, damn, like, why is he getting, and you don't realize, like, okay, yeah, you guys have been through a lot. She feel differently towards you because of what you've been through. Some of those things could have been your fault. And it's okay. Seriously, it is okay. And the thing I like about Chris Samuels is life moves on. That dude seems to be pretty happy. He's still working out. He's doing his thing. Look, if she want to go, let her go. And just learn from the experience. Life is beautiful, man. I was in Dubai just last week. I was out there doing some little lightweight tricking. Had a great time, and I was thinking, like 10 years ago in my life, I would have been dealing in my city with some chick and tripping over some woman that really couldn't give me any value. Now I don't know how many countries I've been to now. I don't know how much access, how many better people I've met now. And life is like that, man. It's beautiful, man, when you get it going. Life is great. I want you guys to really understand it. Like, it's great. And as much as you crazy about a girl, much as you love her, as much as you're bitter towards your ex-girlfriend or your ex whatever, I'm telling you, if you can just get over that and get to life and start living, you will be thanking her for leaving you alone. You'll thank her for breaking up with you or not wanting to get back with you or whatever the case, because wherever she's going next, it's not going to be like she's going to be doing something great for this new guy. She's not. That don't make her a bad person. It's just the truth. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.